When used properly, your Vermeer Mini Skid Steer will give you many hours of productive service. It is equipped with useful safety features to help protect you from serious injury. But safe work practices are also a necessary part of accident prevention. Improper use of the machine could result in serious injury or death. You must exercise caution and use good judgment. Your safety depends on it. This video will present selected operating and safety procedures for a Vermeer Mini Skid Steer. But this video is not a substitute for a thorough and complete reading and understanding of the operator's manual and its safety instructions. Before operating the machine, always read the operator's manual, know its content, and follow its instructions. As you view this video, stop and replay at any time to review this information, or consult the operator's manual. Viewing this video more than once and referring to your operator's manual will reinforce what you have learned. Allow only responsible, properly trained people to operate the mini skid steer. Carefully supervise any inexperienced operators. All operators must be familiar with the worksite safety rules and regulations and must be mentally and physically capable of operating the machine safely. Advise anyone who will operate it to read the operator's manual carefully and watch this video. Your Vermeer Mini Skid Steer can be equipped with a variety of attachments. Contact your Vermeer dealer for a list of authorized Vermeer attachments. Never use an attachment which has not been evaluated by Vermeer Corporation and authorized for use on your machine. Do not attempt to load or unload a machine unless you are properly trained in machine operation and understand proper safety precautions for both the trailer and the mini skid steer. Your mini skid steer operator's manual provides detailed instructions for loading and unloading your machine. Also consult the operator's manual for your trailer. As you prepare the mini skid steer for transporting, there are a number of important safety precautions to keep in mind. The machine can slide off the ramps or tip over if loaded or unloaded improperly. Serious crushing injury or death can result. For proper balance and stability when loading or unloading, determine which way you should position the machine on the ramps. When traveling up or down a slope, such as on trailer ramps, always position the heavy end uphill. If the machine is not equipped with an attachment, or if the attachment is less than 200 pounds, position the platform end uphill. When the front attachment weighs 200 pounds or more, the attachment must face uphill. Whether driving forward or rearward on the ramps, always keep the load as low as practical. Drive slowly and smoothly for maximum machine control and stability. Avoid stopping or starting abruptly, and plan ahead to avoid steering while on the ramps. Your machine is equipped with an operator presence platform for both feet. The machine is designed to prevent movement when you are not on the platform. Keep both feet on this platform to avoid serious crushing injury. Never attempt to move the machine with one or both feet on the ground. Before you start any digging project, remember that underground utilities might be present. Electric shock or a gas explosion can kill. Have the utilities marked by the appropriate utility company or national regulatory authority. You must know the exact location of utilities before you dig. Check the area for obstructions or situations that could cause impaired machine performance or safety hazards. For example, avoid steep slopes, banks, drop-offs, unstable ground, and trenches which could cave in or result in a tip-over. Cliffs and overhead banks can fall on you. Do not dig away beneath them. Look out for rock falls and soil slips. An attachment can fall off the mini skid steer if improperly attached. Serious injury or death could result. Make sure the mating surfaces are clean. Pins must snap in place and turn 180 degrees. Pin ends must be visible beneath attachment mount. Detailed instructions are contained in your operator's manual. Using attachments authorized by Vermeer Corporation is important for your safety. Using unauthorized attachments may cause difficulties with steering, stopping, stability, and other undesirable handling characteristics, or they may not attach securely to your loader. Never use unauthorized attachments. Before you begin your workday, inspect your mini skid steer and have all systems in good working condition. Your maintenance manual provides a list of important daily inspections. Before we look at some important safety considerations to remember while operating, let's get acquainted with the controls. Begin by standing with both feet on the operator presence platform. Check that the ground drive and auxiliary controls are in neutral and move the throttle to half throttle position. For machines with a gas engine, pull the choke out, unless the engine is already warm from previous operation. Turn the ignition key to start the engine and check if the oil pressure warning light goes out. If not, stop the engine and correct the problem. This joystick controls the ground drive functions and steering. On the other side, this joystick controls the lift and tilt functions for the boom and attachment. The lever in between controls the auxiliary hydraulic functions for attachments such as a Harley rake. Before you practice using these controls and operating the machine, let's look at some important safety precautions. Your machine is equipped with important safety features such as the operator presence platform and hand grips at the controls. These are designed to help protect you from injury. But it is also important that you also take precautions and operate the machine safely. Always travel with load lowered as much as practical, but high enough to clear ground obstructions. Machine tip-over can result in serious injury or death. Take special precautions when traveling on slopes to avoid a tip-over. When traveling up or down slopes, you may need to keep the heavy end uphill for added stability. Do not exceed rated load capacity. When bucket must be raised for loading, machine must be on firm and level ground. Raise the arms just enough to clear the side of the truck or bin. Move machine slowly and plan ahead to avoid steering with the load raised. If steering is necessary, move very slowly to avoid excessive side motion of the raised load. After dumping, move slowly back and lower the arms to the carry position. Do not step off the platform with front attachment raised. The operator's weight contributes to stability when the front attachment is present. If you step off, the potential for forward tipping is increased. Lower the attachment to the ground before stepping off. Avoid sudden starts, stops, and turns. Abrupt movement and uneven terrain can throw the operator off the machine. Keep both hands on the control grips. Place your hands palms down so your fingers are on the forward area of the bar and your palms on the rear portion of the bar with the joystick knob cradled between your thumb and forefinger. This provides a secure grip to help keep you from falling and provides good joystick control. Always keep both hands on the hand grips before starting to move the machine, and keep your hands on the grips until you have stopped machine travel. Drive the machine at a suitable speed for the terrain. Slow down for rough and uneven terrain. This machine is designed to carry only the operator. Riders can fall and be injured or killed. No riders are allowed. Objects behind you can enter the operator station and crush you. Always look behind when moving backwards. When driving over an object such as a curb, the machine can pitch forward or backward quickly. Watch for these objects and either avoid them or travel very slowly. If you encounter an object repeatedly, build a ramp, if practical, to make traveling smoother and speed up your work. Before installing any attachment on your mini skid steer, make sure all mating surfaces are free of dirt and debris. Attachment can fall off mounting plate if incorrectly attached. Serious injury or death could result. When installing attachment, be certain that pins snap into place, pin tops are rotated inward, and pin ends are visible beneath the attachment mount. Use only Vermeer authorized attachments. Using unauthorized attachments may cause difficulties in handling and performance, or they may not attach securely to the machine. Position attachment on level surface and ensure pins are rotated outward. With lift arms lowered and mounting plate tilted forward slightly, drive the mini skid steer forward, aligning mounting plate with attachment. Once the top edge of the mounting plate enters under lip of attachment, raise lift arms while tilting mounting plate back, securely engaging attachment. Raise attachment sufficiently to clear the ground and tilt plate back fully. Ensure all controls are in neutral and shut off the engine. Rotate pins 180 degrees and ensure that they extend through the bottom of the attachment mount. The pin tops must face inward. Pressurized fluid can penetrate body tissue and result in serious injury or death. Relieve pressure from all hydraulic lines before connecting or disconnecting hydraulic couplers. Hoses, couplers, and fluid may be hot. Wear gloves when connecting and disconnecting hydraulic hoses, and wait until the unit has cooled before touching hydraulic components. If attachment requires hydraulic power, ensure that the engine is turned off. Move auxiliary attachment drive lever forward, backward, and back to neutral to relieve hydraulic pressure. Connect the hoses. Confirm that the connection is secure by pulling on couplers. When disconnecting attachments, lower attachment to the ground. Ensure all controls are in neutral and shut off the engine. Move auxiliary attachment drive lever forward, backward, and back to neutral to relieve hydraulic pressure. Unhook hoses from auxiliary hydraulic couplers. Rotate pins on attachment 180 degrees. Tilt attachment plate slightly forward, lowering lift arms if necessary. Drive machine in reverse to completely detach. When disconnecting attachments onto a trailer, take precautions to assure that the attachments are properly secured to the trailer. Unsecured attachments could slip off, resulting in a crushing injury. When using any of the authorized Vermeer attachments, also read the operator's manual for that attachment and follow all specified safety precautions. Place the machine on a level surface. Place controls in neutral. Fully lower the attachment to the ground. Move throttle briefly to half throttle and then to low idle. Shut off engine and remove the key. On some models, the park brake engages automatically, while on others you need to engage it manually. Refer to your owner's manual for model-specific information. A maintenance manual is provided with the machine. It provides important maintenance information which must be followed to extend machine life and optimize performance and safety.